The Vancouver Canucks have pulled off an impressive upset against the Toronto Maple Leafs with a 4-1 win. Despite being one of the worst teams in the league, the Canucks put in a strong showing against the Maple Leafs, who are one of the best teams. The game was full of big hits, exciting plays, and solid goaltending. The Canucks skated hard in the second, took the lead, and held on to secure the victory. In this video, we will provide a recap of the game's highlights, including key plays, goals, and more. The Vancouver Canucks surprised the Toronto Maple Leafs with a spirited game on Saturday, resulting in a win for the underdog team. The Canucks got goals from Andrei Kuzmenko, Elias Pettersson, and JT Miller, who had a strong game, setting up the winning goal and scoring another himself. The Leafs' lone goal was scored by John Tavares. Despite the win, the Canucks still have a long way to go if they hope to achieve their goal of making the playoffs next season. Are you a hockey fan? Show your support by hitting that like button and subscribing to our channel for more content like this. The game began with Luke Schenn setting the tone with a pair of hits in the game's first shift. Then Tyler Myers one-upped him by absolutely leveling John Tavares. Jake McCabe did his best to stand up for the captain by dropping the gloves. William Nylander nearly put the Leafs up 1 with a shorthand breakaway midway through the first, but Thatcher Demko shut the door. Late in the period, Auston Matthews took a Noah Juulsen slap shot off the inside of the leg. He was down for a while and had to be helped off the ice. Don't worry though, he came back in the second period. Partway through the second, the Canucks came down on a 2-0, and Matt Murray made one of the best saves you'll ever see and kept the game scoreless. Andrei Kuzmenko finally got the first goal of the game with a power play marker late in the second. He deflected the Quinn Hughes point shot to put the Canucks up 1-0. It was the fifth straight game the Leafs had allowed the first goal. Early in the third, the Leafs tied it up with a power play goal of their own. Nylander threaded the pass through the legs of Juulsen, and Tavares put it home. 1-1. Special teams continued to be the story of the night when the Canucks went up 2-1. This time it was shorthand. JT Miller found Elias Pettersson on the 2-on-1, and Petty slid it 5-hole to take the lead. The Canucks double-dipped on the PK, Pettersson sprung Miller on the breakaway for their second shorty in 44 seconds. 3-1 Canucks. It was all Vancouver in the third period. Brock Boeser set up Nils Aman for a backdoor tap-in. The first even-strength goal of the game. The final score was 4-1 Canucks. What was your favorite play from the Canucks vs Maple Leafs game? Which Canucks player impressed you the most? Share in the comments below. Talking of shorthand goals, one of Canucks' most memorable moments came on April 21, 2011, during Game 5 of the Western Conference quarterfinals against the Chicago Blackhawks. With the game tied 1-1 late in the third period, the Canucks found themselves shorthand after Jannik Hansen was called for tripping. Despite being down a man, the Canucks managed to create a turnover in their own zone, with Alex Burrows intercepting a pass and breaking in on Blackhawks goaltender Corey Crawford. Burrows made a move to his backhand and scored, giving the Canucks a crucial shorthand goal and a 2-1 lead with just over 2 minutes remaining in the game. The goal proved to be the game winner, as the Canucks held on to win 2-1 and take a 3-2 series lead. They would go on to win the series in 7 games and advance to the Western Conference Finals, where they would eventually lose to the eventual Stanley Cup champion Boston Bruins. Back to 2023, the Vancouver Canucks put in a tremendous effort to upset the Toronto Maple Leafs with a 4-1 win. The Canucks demonstrated their potential and showed they can compete with some of the best teams in the league. They will need to continue this level of play to achieve their goal of making the playoffs next season. After a disappointing 2021-2022 season that saw the Vancouver Canucks finish near the bottom of the league, fans are eager to see the team return to their winning ways and make the playoffs next season. While the Canucks were not terrible offensively last season, they will need to step up their game if they want to make the playoffs. This could involve developing young players, bringing in new talent, or simply finding ways to create more scoring opportunities. If you love Canucks hockey, hit the like button and subscribe. Don't miss out on the next Canucks game. Watch our next video.